Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Delta stream. I am Bioacid, joined by Mr. X, and a great match coming up in just a moment. Vitality and Sublime.
Vitality and Sublime going to be a great match. You know, Vitality, a lot of you guys know at home, French teams, they have two teams here, Vitality Returns and Vitality Rise, and this is going to be Returns going up against Sublime. And, you know, I'm pumped for this matchup. The French just Call of Duty scene in general is huge.
The only thing I really know is what I've heard, and these guys seem to be crazy with their pistols. It seems to be what they like.
Yeah.
They're bread and butter pretty much. That's what they want to use, and they're pretty dead with them as well. So I'm interested to see how that actually plays out. Of course, it's the best out of 5 series, so it'll be the first of 3 to take that out. And the domination on Sovereign is what we'll see first up. So Sovereign, one of the maps that I sort of enjoy myself because, players these days just rotate around the edge of the map instead of just going for B.
Absolutely. I think Sovereign Domination and Freight Domination are my two favorite dominations. Because, you know, Sovereign is a 3 lanes, pretty much symmetrical map, and it just forces good gun battles. You know, you have the green street and the mid street where, you know, AR players can really live. You know, they can make their money over there, you know, just shooting down those alleys. And then you also have, you know, the control room, the underground, and, you know, over in that server area where submachine gun players can be extremely aggressive.
Oh, indeed. So I'm hoping this is going to be a close one, but at the same time, it should be a very great one as well. So, you know, I don't really know much about either of these teams over in general, you know, how they're going to go up against each other, because they are from different neck of the woods, I guess you could say. Yeah. So it will be interesting to see, like, how these guys do go when they go head-to-head. French
teams usually play extremely aggressive. You know, and when we went over I was over at ESWC, and, you know, their play style is extremely aggressive. They love fast-paced or in-your-face type of play, and, you know, that's a play style that suits Call of Duty Ghosts extremely well.
Definitely.
You know, we're seeing tons of just 4 submachine gun play out of lots of teams. You know, I just did SB against Rise with Brycey, and we saw, you know, on Warhawk Blitz, they were running 4 subs SB, and, you know, they dominated. I mean, it wasn't very close. And, you know, that's the type of stuff that we're seeing, is that those 4 submachine gun plays, you know, that marathon steady aim classes are really just dominant here this weekend.
Oh yeah, and I have to agree. You know, sometimes you might even see just the 1AR come out, but yeah, definitely the 4 submachine gun is what a lot of teams have been opting out for. So it has been working out for a lot of the teams that have been playing that one out. These guys are getting set up for matchup. There's going to be a bit of a warm-up, I think, as well at the same time. But like we said, best out of 5 series, domination on Sovereign. I really can't wait to see how it goes. And obviously, from what you've seen around, a few upsets already happened so far today. And
crazy.
Hopefully some more to come.
Crazy.
Obviously.
I mean, yeah, you know, some of these upsets like, you know, Envy going down, FaZe going down, and stuff that I don't think anybody really expected, both to Australian teams, you know. And
I backed the Aussies
know a little bit about those guys.
In that regards, but you know, I didn't really expect either team to beat, you know, the powerhouse teams from their pool, like Envious or FaZe. I just didn't, because I know how strong of the team they are.
No confidence in the home front.
It's hard because our teams don't get to verse these other teams at all when it comes down to it. Like all we can do is just watch their streams, you know, try and learn from that. And we do have that factor, you know, as you think about it. We can come into this competition knowing what all other teams mostly do, or no one knows what we do. So
no, that's
we have that
huge.
sort of factor, and it has worked out, I guess, for them in the end. And
yeah, you know, I was saying, you know, you, Puckett, and Fwiz all said when you guys came back from Australia. I mean, you're obviously always there, but when I spoke to you, you know, you were saying that T1 Daughters was extremely good, and I was like, nah.
Just their aggressiveness, like me and Brycey were casting that match, and we could hear them from over here.
Oh,
just the aggressiveness that they have and how pumped and amped they were.
That's what I love about events like this, you know, when you sit directly across from the other team. I love that type of, like, it's just more intense. You just get a better feel of just the game, you know. And then you get the people there make a big play, they stand up, they're yelling at the other guy, and it's just fun. It's fun stuff.
These guys are still getting set up, like we said, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know, if you are just joining us, of course, this is Vitality Returns, I believe it was, up against the Sublime team, and this is their pool matchup. So they're still going through the pool play side of things, but these guys want to keep playing. They want to get out of pool play into double elim. Of course, only 2 teams per pool will make it out of that and into that top 16 double elimination.
So let's talk a little bit more strategy on Sovereign Domination.
Oh, definitely.
From the standpoint, you know, if you can control both home flags, that's almost ideal, because if you can control A and C, you're going to spawn the other team either in the server area on green side or in Snake over on control.
Yep.
And those are 2 spots you don't want to spawn at. That's the worst thing you can do, because then what it does is it forces you as a team to go back to 1. The routes to both are fairly long, and there's head glitches on both sides, so it's extremely difficult to make that run all the way back. So you really need to have a player pretty much primarily sit on your bridge or sit on your side of the map, maybe with an AR. Most likely it'll be just a sub player, and it'll just be a constant rotation. But you really want to get control of your bridge and make sure they can't take your home flag.
Yeah, obviously, because of the fact, I think when Sovereign was first being played, a lot of the contention was obviously a B the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what teams thought they had to do, but now they've realised, okay, let's just give up on B, let's just go for the home flag advantages, and if they can do that and hold that area down nicely, then it does work out in their favour, instead of having to worry about all that contention that goes down at B all the time.
Yeah, and that B flag, it's highly contested all the time. I mean, you can't really do anything to block nades. With a lot of teams like FaZe, they'll run double nades to get people off of B. And I mean, you throw down a trophy system, it only blocks 2 nades.
Yeah.
If they're throwing
they're
2 or 3 people
yeah.
with double nades, that isn't going to help you.
Not at all.
Blast Shield won't even really help you too much either. So that's where Strictly Business kind of set the new type of meta where they're using extremely greedy classes. No really tac mask, no really Blast Shield, not really any trophy systems, and they're just pretty much going run and gun.
Okay. Would have been interesting to see how those guys actually panned out.
Oh, I mean, those guys are
yeah, obviously they took out full sale, didn't they?
Yeah, they won the U.S. regionals. I mean, they got to be pretty good.
Might have been a one-off, but who knows?
The way I just saw them play, who knows? I mean, I saw them play extremely well. I heard TK played very well. I saw Formal.
Yeah.
I mean, Formal, I think, is one of the better players here.
Yeah, no, the match that I did, Formal, I believe it was, he 49-13 in the first game of domination. That was his first game of the day.
Okay.
So, it was a good little
fairly average.
Formal, yeah.
Fairly average. What is it, 49-13? Yeah.
It's Theory, sorry. I apologize,
Theory.
Theories.
Theory's another very good player.
I apologize, Theories.
Those 4 guys are so... They're not exactly flashy players, but they always come up big and they always do what's needed. I think what they were missing before when they had Neslo was a Slayer like Formal who could really take over an entire series.
Okay.
And I think they have that now. You just got to be consistent. That's it.
Yeah, consistency is the key.
Consistency is the key to winning LAN events.
And S&Ds, apparently.
And S&Ds. S&D is very important.
As a lot of them do say,
yeah.
S&Ds, you have
S&D
to be able
wins
to take it out. And
tournaments.
that's what I thought felt that the Australian teams do have that little advantage because S&D is where we've come from into fours, so it sort of helped us out in that regards.
I think S&D is the most important game mode if you're working on a game mode at home because it produces a consistent outcome all the time. If you're a better search team than another team, you're definitely going to win that. Sometimes domination, one of your teammates makes bad rotations, something happens, it's easy to blow those games, but I think search and destroy is definitely one of the ones you want to work out for. And look at this, we got a Bulldog.
I do enjoy the Bulldogs, but in a domination sort of point, I'm not too convinced it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not convinced either, but I think I'm very excited that there's a Bulldog, though.
As we'll see what these guys obviously can break out and do. Are you familiar with any of these gamer tags, by the way, Mr. X?
I did a Echo stream with the Sublime guys earlier, and then Azox was formerly on Gotaga's team for Vitality.
Okay.
And here Getsum is actually extremely good player. I was told to watch out for him, so definitely looking forward to seeing him play.
That's from the Vitality side of things in that regard. So these guys obviously here at the B side of things trying to pick up that first flag. Sadly could not do so. Inside Getsum looking to get up a bit of his own just there. Nice little clean 2-piece as he goes to try and achieve this place capture. Player down the on the opposite.
I gave him the juice. I said let's look out for him, and comes out hot.
As he's trying to pick up these early kills in the round. Pick up the flag, though. So these guys have opted to go for that B flag. They might rotate and head around towards that A flag now. Interested to see exactly what they do. A few players now down from the opposition side of things, and it would seem to get some. Nice little start here, 4-kill streak.
Yeah, and he's just got to be extremely interested in just trying not to really just mess the spawns up. He's good job of backtracking all the way around towards his green side, because if he would have pushed into their green, would have spawned them out, and then you would have had trouble. But it looks like that he should be turned around right now. He should be knowing that they're coming from the other way.
Yeah, he should be indeed. Obviously, to the left-hand side, there are a few players grouping around in that area. I guess I'm not too worried. We'll jump on board with someone else, though. Not really much happening at the time. It's actually been about 15 to 20 seconds without an actual kill happening, and that is very weird for a domination matchup. There we are there. Pybo will pick up, get some, and taking down his kill streak, or score streak, I should say. 3-player down just for a moment there, as they're getting inside here at B, trying to regain it. He does get it back to halfway, should have it all the way across, and there it is there. They go that flag back, but they are losing their home flag at C right now.
Right, so this is exactly what you didn't want to happen. You got B, but now they're able to save their home flag, which is actually a huge play right there. But still, they're going to make an assault for B, this Sublime team. If they can take this and then they can hold mid-map for a little bit and then maybe spawn the map and then get the split spawn, that's when you can really see them start to rack up tons of points.
As you see, Sublime, like you said, they were trying to pick up B. Sadly, they couldn't get there, so now they do have that B lost, obviously, and their home flag they had C before. Now, they do still have A, so you want to get those points still accumulating in your favour. You want to see their power picking up a nice little kill. As he's up inside a control room right now, looking around for any players that are in the vicinity. Thanks to Oracle Mode, we can see where they are, but he cannot. As we just changed it over, though, Koja, what exactly is he doing back here?
Yeah, right now, he's pretty much just trying to hold down his home flag. But, in this situation, this would be a great play if his team had C currently. But, when they're trapped at an A-B, like they were, they needed to have that extra aggressive pushed up.
As we just saw there, Piper picked up that C flag. All power. Tried to drop that concussion down. Could not get it, though, as they picked the A flag back up. Hopefully here, it's going to give them that AC home flag advantage there, but they need to just hold them down for a while. The thing I've noticed from what right now, the Sublime, is they get a flag back, but then they lose it straight away. It's struggling, and it's a bit sad to see.
Yeah, they're not really able to get any type of just lockdown on the map. It's probably due to their pretty much slow play style. You see, lots of just sitting around L-triggering like we saw before. We went maybe 15, 20 seconds before we saw a kill. And that type of stuff in domination we usually don't see. So I think they really need to amp up the pace against this Vitality team.
See Frydog coming up top there in the B, but, picked up straight away. Nice defensive there from the Toro Terrans. They look to pick up the A flag as well. They should be, it's going to say they might have a trip cap going here, but they are losing C. Nice turnaround there.
Oh, no, Frydog, come on.
Beautiful shooting there, and Frydog sadly getting dropped down. As you will see now, Zos is currently on a 4-point streak, and he's looking now just to defend here a little bit here at A. He does have the home flags of A and C, and they have a bit of a lead working in their favour. Almost just under the 30-point mark, as I say that, 29 points away.
Absolutely. So you see right there that Sublime was able to kill them out of C. So what the Vitality team needs to do is just take B right in this situation, because once you lose C, all your teammates are going to spawn at A, obviously, because that's your home flag. So you should just jump on B right away and take it, which they did, and that was a perfect rotation on how to play that.
Exactly. You see now he's on a 6-point streak. There goes the number 7, 9-5, and 5 caps to his name. And they're losing B. There's 2 players from Sublime inside of there. He doesn't see the player in the corner, though. It's Piper to take him down. Nice little Bison shot. You don't see the Bison used that much by a few players. Usually it's the MTAR or the Vector from SNG side of things. Yeah. Just going to jump back over there now with that Sublime team. See how they're going here.
I think the Bison is a gun that could definitely be viable. You see it has an insanely high rate of fire. I mean, it absolutely just shreds through people. And, especially on LAN where, that everyone's playing on the same internet. There's no internet connection, theoretically, So your shots are all going to hit right away, and I mean, it can do real damage, especially with steady aim.
You'll see now their power trying to come on down. Gets picked up on the stairwell, though. It was, of course, Agoni picking up and waiting for him as he cocked on outside the control room there. A few players around that B area, but it would seem like Vitality will take this first half in their favour. It is going to be up by 97 to 59. So just under 40-point lead. It's going to be, 38, I believe, if my math is correct. If it's not, don't kill me. It's actually more. I think it's wrong. I think I am wrong. It's 60. It's 37, 38 points.
38. That's what you said.
Excellent. I was
100% correct.
Gotta have faith in myself, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta have more faith. You were right the first time. You came out. You were like,
you gotta have quick math, and if you get it wrong, then there's
I can subtract. Yeah, I got this.
I can math.
So right there, I mean, you pretty much see that Sublime's gonna have to come out and hold 2 cap for
a little while.
Very long time.
It's one of those things. I've said it a few times. Like a 20 to 30-point game sort of is still doable in a domination game if you can hold that 2 cap.
Yeah.
When you start looking at the 40, 50-point mark, it's sort of
that's when it starts to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you see tons of times on Strike Zone, for instance, if you lose by anything less than 15 to 20, I mean, that's pretty much a split, in my opinion. Because you can easily get that lead back. Sovereign, it's a little bit tougher.
Oh, agreed.
Because the way it takes a while to get to the flags, from the way the spawns are just built, so it takes a while to get over to those flags to get them back. So it's extremely important that Sublime has a really good opening break.
I agree. As these guys are getting set up for that second half now, of course, another 5 minutes still to come as domination gets played over 2 5-minute halves. And, Vitality, like we said, they do have that lead, but I think if Sublime do get that 2 cap going in their favour, then they can easily bring this back.
Sublime comes out and they can get 2 flags right off the bat, I think they'll be good. If they're going to have, if they're going to lose the break and give Vitality 2 flags, I don't think they're going to break that setup. With just the way they play as a team, they seem to be playing at a slower pace, and when you do that type of stuff, it's really hard to break setups because, you're moving so methodical. If you don't break it first try, kind of ruins the whole rotation, everything. So they're really going to need to start this next half of Sovereign off well.
Oh, indeed. They're probably going to see a bit more aggressive push, I think, from Sublime. Hopefully they will do that. If they come in aggressively and pick up the B flag straight away and then perhaps rotate around the edges of the maps to pick up the C side of things, perhaps we'll be able to see a bit of a comeback from Sublime. Of course, it is the best out of 5, so if they can't do it here in Domination, they still have an S&D and Blitz to try and bring it back in on.
Yeah, you want to definitely win this first map, though. You definitely want to set the pace for the rest of the weekend and just the rest of your day. It's extremely important to come out. I always think the first game is definitely the most important, just for confidence and momentum-wise. And then in just a general series statement, the third game is obviously the swing game between.
How good would it be if Vitality Returns versus Vitality Rises? Would that be a good match, you reckon?
Rises is very good. Vitality Rises is Gotaga, Broken, and Carnage, and I believe, I'm trying to think of the player's name. He replaced Azox, but they're very good. Gotaga is one of the best players in all of Europe. He plays in 12 sensitivity. It looks like he's playing, it's all over the screen. I mean, it's crazy, but he's really extremely good, and I think Broken is one of the most underrated players in EU as well. Okay, we are going to start this one off with the Vitality guys, because they are, we'll change the Sublime, I think, because they are down. They need to try and come out heavy off the gate here. Just going to scroll through the players and see what they're all running. We see, 3 SMG, 1 AR combo, like we said. It's either 4 SMGs or a 1 AR, 3 SMG combo. That's what these guys are going for, and it's a good little play here. They're all touching on that flag of that C right at the spawn point, so it also helps get that flag a bit faster. Yeah, and right here, Power's going to have to make a big play. Somebody takes out the player that he's stunned, and right here they're going to take B right off the bat, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to see them either push the other team's home flag right away or take B right away and just be more aggressive and just more decisive in their play. Hits inside service, picks up one player behind him. He knows that he's there, though, so he's going to try and lie and wait here. A few nades coming on through, though. Let's watch out for those, again, thanks to Oracle mode. And the broadcaster mode here for Codcaster. Thanks to Infinity Ward. We can see where these players are coming from. Few shots going out every which way. Going picking up a 2-piece there and behind. Bibogo going to answer back for 2-piece of his own. Contest inside of B once again. But they are losing it here. See, these guys have to try and hold that B flag down. Nades galore going on inside of there. Concussing, though, opposition team. And there's a few little nades coming back. And it's going to be now the flag being neutralized by both these teams. Yeah, and that's where having that Bison really comes back to bite you. You're not able to fight that long battle in that mid-street, but they're able to keep the B flag, and that they can definitely, I think they should go for a neutral at this point. You have to be annoying on the other team's home flag. If you can go for a neutral, force the other team to rotate back, it can definitely help you hold that middle flag. And right now Kolga has to go up top and fight this battle in B. As you said, make a flag neutral. The guys did push down to C from Vitality, and they neutralized that. They forced these Sublime guys to head back to C and regain that flag, giving them the chance to pick up that B flag like they have right now. So Power currently on a 3-point streak, looking to play anyone in the area, but see, these nades are coming on through and they're not surviving them at all, and they try and revenge their own nades back on through once again. Nothing else is coming out, so I'm going to jump on toward with the Vitality squad, see what they can do as they defend this B flag. They own that A flag, and while they are down at the moment here in the second half, they do still have that plus 38-point lead from the first. Oh yeah, they have that huge lead from the first half, and right now, if you're them, you just need to slay out. There's no reason to push this C flag if you're them. If they were to get on B, I would definitely push for C, try and neutral that. Because if you neutraled it then it would be a huge play. But, right here, playing that perfectly, just, sitting on B flag, watching your cuts, and just picking up easy kills. You let's see there, he's back here at the C flag, doesn't even worry about it though, just going for these kills, slaying away. He may push in and neutralise it, as I said though, Frodo takes him out, picks him up, and these guys just changed on through. Agreeing. Let's see what he's actually getting up to right now. So still, they own that A and B flag, and they don't have to worry about too much more. They do have their lead back in their favour during the second half, and now it's down to the final quarter of the match. 2.5 minutes left here on this domination for Sovereign. Game number 1 in this best out of 5 series, and right now, Vitality really looking to take it out. Yeah, you can tell. Vitality is clicking right now on all cylinders. They're just super aggressive, super fast. They look more decisive, as you see Agony pick up a huge knife kill right there. If he's able to pick up the second kill, I would have went absolutely insane. But, the perfect team play. You see, gets him right there to pick up his teammates' just death and, just pick up his kills. And right there, just perfect play, just watching that B flag. It's a nice little work here by the Vitality squad, indeed. They're holding these flags down as best they could beforehand. As I say that, they did lose B. So, obviously, the CB combination is back in the hands of this Sublime squad, but it may be too little too late. Obviously, you've got to worry about the first half scores, plus 38 points, and they've only got a bit of a lead here in the second, so it's too much, I think, for them to come back from a minute and a half still to go. But if they get a 2 cap and a third neutral,
It's still doable for him. Power back here to defender B a little bit right now. Shots going out. Picks up the kill there. Gets a double. He will indeed. As a defend here. Oh, sorry. Frido picking up that one, a little bit of help coming out. But Power defending all right so far.
Yeah, right there as good play to just kind of rotate over the spawns. And right now, Peebo has to go big. He needs to defend this B flag if they're going to have any chance coming back.
As you'll see him dropping in from up high, trying to pick up a player. Can't do it, though, from up there on that crow's nest. One player in the control room. There it is there. It's going to be Koja taking him down as well. He sees a player in the corner. I think he might have been taking body glitching perhaps there. We'll see Pyro off this respawn. Looking at those KDs, it does seem obviously in favour with Vitality. And it's sort of going that way. Gets some on a 5-point streak right now.
Yeah, just Vitality is just a more aggressive team. And, that's exactly why they're going to win this first map right here. Just aggression definitely pays off in Call of Duty Ghosts. It's what we've seen pretty much the whole season. What we're seeing here this weekend is that the more aggressive teams and teams that are just forcing gun battles and just fighting consistent gunfights are the ones that are just really just putting the work on in domination.
As you said, the French, very aggressive players, and it's indeed showing right now. As these guys are in that lead, they're looking to take it out in this last final seconds, and they have, obviously, like we said, a plus 38 scoreline they had from that first half. So they've just secured it now. It's going to be a 1-0 lead to these guys from Vitality, and they want to, just take it out. Maybe, every team obviously hopes and wants that 3-0 victory. Just, helps them in momentum, and it boosts them a little confidence up a bit more. But right now, I think, in the second half, Sublime played a bit better in the first half. It was only a 3-point game here in the second half compared to a plus 38 game from the first. So,
that can really be attributed to when you're down going into second half, you naturally have to be more aggressive to get those points back.
Oh, exactly.
You just need to come out all the time and play like that. There's no reason to come out and play really just slow and lethargic in that first half, because then you're just playing catch-up for the rest of the series.
Ladies and gentlemen, that, of course, was game number 1 between Vitality and Sublime. These guys are going to get set for game number 2 in a best-out-of-5 series. It's going to be S&D. Not sure on the map just yet. We'll let you know, though. Is, of course, right here for the 2014 Call of Duty Championships, brought to you by Xbox. Don't go anywhere. Short commercial break. Game number 2. Back in just a moment.